Again, I just want to start the video off by saying a massive thank you to everybody that liked the last video we uploaded, subscribed to the channel and shared. The response has been amazing, really. We've had some really good feedback, positive comments from everybody. Yeah, it's just all good, so we really do appreciate that. And keep it happening, that'd be appreciated as well. So today the weather's really bad. We've got gale force winds. I don't know if you can hear, but it's tipping it down. Dan's been out and bought a new gun, as usual. He usually has his gun for like a month. I think this one will probably last a week. But yeah, he likes his guns and he likes the deal. So today we've come down, we're going to set up some targets in this barn here. I've got about 40 yards to the back wall. We're just going to go through the guns, check some grouping, some zeros. I've brought one of my rifles out as well today, and we'll see how we get on with that. All else fails, we'll go home, have a bacon sandwich and a cup of coffee. These are the rifles that we're going to be shooting today. So this is Dan's recently purchased. This is a Kalibrgun Cricket II in 2.2. It's fitted with a human air regulator. Forester green, really nice looking gun. And he's got on that the Hit Micro 4K scope, unreal bit of kit. That clarity on it is brilliant. He's got the Donny FL Fat Boy silencer. Nice little feature on this gun. So he's got a couple of Eagle Vision magazines. They don't come standard with the gun, but he was fortunate enough with this one. He's got them. So the feature I like is the storage in the back, so you can have two magazines stored, and then you've got the one that's in action. Really good looking gun. It's not too heavy either. He's shooting from that, the 1813 grain dead centres. Dan does like these pellets, they're a really good pellet, quality made. And then if we move on to my rifle, this is the FX DRS, also in 2.2. It's a budget rifle, but it's a really good gun. Like anything from FX, quality made. Shoots like a laser beam. I've got the Hawk Sidewinder old model scope on there, but it's a really good glass. The clarity on that's good. If it's not broke, don't fix it. Got the standard magazine. I'm shooting from that, the 15.89 grain Jumbo Exact JSBs. Really basic setup for targets. So we've just got a sheet of Diabond. As you can see, it's already been used for zeroing and groupings. We find it easier to use something like this because you just put your pellet in any random place, and then you can check your zero off of that by trying to hit pellet on pellet. You aim for the same hole. So yeah, it gives you a bigger area rather than just using a target such as one of these. Once we're fine-tuned, we'll put a splatter on, but we get the same thing. You're getting pellet on pellet there anyway. You happy with that, mate?
Perfect.
That was pellet on pellet, went straight through, didn't it?
Yeah. Same old.
Go back to the Diabond. That's the pellet where Dan's just been. As you can see, it's more or less pellet on pellet. So I think that was his first shot, that was his second, and then his third. He's travelled through the same hole. Really easy to zero. Let's do a little bit of grouping now. Right, Dan's grouping then, it's this area here. He has admitted he did pull a few, so like that one, but again, that's not just one pellet there, that's pellet on pellet. He's got pellet on pellet here, and as you just seen from that one. So you're looking probably a 5p piece. I'd be happy with that. You'd still take a squirrel down at that. So I've got the DRS set up on the tripod now. This is zeroed, so I'm just going to put a grouping out, maybe 5-6 pellets, and just see how good we are with that. So this is my grouping here. These were the 15-8-9s from the DRS. Not too bad, there's a bit of wobble on it, but you can allow for human error. That's the rifles all packed up, so get them into the van. Checked all the zeros and groupings, we're happy with that. We're now going to go for a bit of a walk round. This is to go out in Dan's little gym next. I'll go and pick mine up as well. We'll go for a little mooch round, have a look on the edge of the woodland at any feeders that we can get to, see if there's anything that's fallen. Obviously weather permitting, as I've said, it's really windy today. If we can, we'll go into the woodland, but we don't want to risk anything. Right, we're down at the gym now. We're going to get the bucket sorted. We're already loaded up actually. Dan must have done that last week, bless him. Good lad. Got all the feed in there. As I say, we're going to have a bit of a patrol round. We'll just feed some feeders on the edge of the woodlands. We've got no chance today of going deep into there. Say it's blowing a gale. But we don't really want to go home, so we'd rather stay out and get wet. And then, yeah, we'll go home, get Sunday roast on, sorted. Now, this is not a squirrel feeder. We purposely put this here as a rat feeder. We're down at a private lake where they've got a syndicate. Some of the fishermen had said that they'd seen quite a lot of rats around in the day. And as you can see there, telltale evidence that there are rats. Also, that's why there's a brick on top, because we made the mistake of leaving just the plastic lid on. And they gnawed into it. As anybody that does this knows, rats are really destructive. So we've got that there. Hopefully we can get you a bit of a video in a few weeks of just a bit of ratting down here. So that's that one. We're going to make us way to a couple more feeders now. Just check them. There will be squirrel feeders. So we're at one of the feeders now that's just on the edge of a woodland. This one we have had to be using grain and peanut because we're running low on nuts, but we've managed to get peanuts again now. So we take all this grain out and we'll just back that up with 100% peanut. Really good feeder, this one. We've had quite big numbers off of this one. This is the one that Dan was on in the last video. He's got his zero spinner set out. Put a new lid on it because the last one had been gnawed. So yeah, we'll get this one topped up. Good to go. So we've got the rifles in the gym net ready to go. We've been round, topped up what feeders we can. We're just going to nip back now, have a quick word with Steve before we go, as we always do. It's been a pleasure making the video again. If you've got any ideas for anything you want to see, any content you want us to make, just let us know in the comments. Much appreciated. Thanks for watching.